Hi everyone, it's Jill Foster here for Penny Black. Thanks for joining me today as we take a peek at the brand new adorable critter stamps from Penny Black's newest collection, Happy Heart Day. This collection has everything you need for Valentine cards, but the designs are also versatile enough to use for any love-themed occasions such as anniversaries or even just because cards for friends and family. All of these new products are now available in our online store, which I will link for you down in the YouTube description box below. And really quick before we begin, I just wanted to mention that this video is designed to help you take a closer peek at our new collection and share some tips and hints as to how some of the cards were created. But don't worry, we will also have instructional videos coming soon that feature some of these new products and card designs. This first transparent set, called Key to My Heart, is one of my favorites. I just love the sweet faces on these critters, and I also love that they are in the sitting position, which offers tons of unique design opportunities, which I will share with you on my cards. You can also see that this set has exact match dies for both of the critters in the stamp set, as well as a key and heart accessories. And before we look at the cards, I also wanted to share with you this creative die called Big Love. It is sized so you can have those cute critters sitting up on it. So here's a card where I've combined all of these elements. I used simple Copic coloring for my bear and layered him with the die cut from colored cardstock. Oh, and just a note before we go any further, I also wanted to mention that you will see a complete list of all the Penny Black product numbers used on each card shown on screen in light gray. And any of those product numbers can be referenced in the Penny Black website, which I will link for you in the YouTube description box below. So here's another card with the same bear, and because of the way she's illustrated, sitting down, you can position her to sit on any of your favorite creative die frames. You'll also notice on screen here that I've noted Keep It Simple next to this card, and throughout this video I will be sharing a variety of card designs from more advanced to simple, hoping to inspire all levels and styles of stampers. Now, can you believe this is actually the same bear? It's really amazing how just changing the colors can give her an entirely different look. And here she's sitting on a creative die sentiment, another fun way to position her on your cards. And while you're taking a look at this card, let me mention that this video is part of a new release giveaway. Be sure to visit our blog for a chance to win a shopping spree to our online store, and I'll link to the giveaway blog post in the YouTube description box below. Okay, I'm not done with this set yet. Here are some cards with the pup that's featured in this set. On this card, I've added him to a very lightly inked background and given him the key and heart locket to hold. Because of the way his arms are illustrated, he also becomes extra versatile as you can position any type of item in his hands. So here he's sitting just along the edge of the cardstock, holding one of our new creative dies, Stitched XOXO. Now this next adorable critter set called Loveable is a miniature 3x4-inch transparent set. And if you usually create more elegant styled cards and you want to give some of this more cutesy critter stamping a try, I highly recommend starting with this set and exact match dies. They're a great value and they really offer a lot of design options. Here I've used the bunny from this set and positioned her on top of the Big Love creative die. I've used a neutral color scheme with a touch of yellow, so this could be given any time of the year to your special someone or even to a friend. Now here's that bunny again. Now she's hanging out by the garden, and I think this would also make a cute Easter design. You could just change the sentiment to give it even more versatility. And if you're looking for a simple card that is still packed with cuteness, here I've added the same bunny to our Ribbon Stackers frame die, cut from colored cardstock. Now the Hedgie in this Loveable set is one of my favorite critters of this entire collection. Here I have on this next card positioned him on top of the label, which is included with his exact match die set. And you can also see that the stamp and die set include an extra flower, which you can color and die cut to embellish your cards. So here I just scattered a few of those down below by his feet. And I seriously couldn't stop making cards with this Hedgie. So on this one, he's sort of peeking into the window that was created with some of our creative dies. And if you love to paint or even do colored pencils, these critters are really fun to color. I've watercolored him here on this 1-layer card design. Now our next miniature 3x4-inch transparent set has a fun little doggy with an awesome collection of balloons. And depending on your color choices, this stamp set is great for Valentine's, love cards, but it's also great for birthday cards. I love the perspective of this particular stamp. It can give the impression that you're looking down on this pup with his balloons that are almost pulling him up into the sky. Here I've colored him with Copic markers, cut him out, and added to a die cut and inked background. And that fun heart die cut background features one of our new dies, and I'll have another video featuring the dies coming very, very soon. And if you aren't a fan of fussy cutting or you want more of a 1-layer design, you can also stamp and color this image on a 1-layer card. Here I've used watercolors to paint my scene. And finally, the pup himself is actually very easy to cut out. So on this card, I've just cut him out and then given him our new die cut heart balloons to hold. This next miniature 3x4-inch transparent set is called All My Love. That teddy bear has like the happiest and sweetest face. And this image is illustrated so no matter how you color it, whether using advanced shading techniques or basic 1-layer color, he really always does look cute. On this card, I colored the All My Love image with Copic markers and then fussy cut it out. I then added it to a die cut and inked background, embellished with some die cut hearts. And on this next card, I've simply stamped him onto watercolor paper and painted him in, just giving him a very simple hill and sky background. And for this next card, I just stamped the image on the center of my card and had a lot of fun coloring it in with Copic markers. And my coloring technique on this is very simple, and it really does not involve much shading on anything except just a little bit on the bear. I think I only used about 5 markers total for this card. Now, how cute is this next 3x4-inch transparent set, Special Friend? I think it would make a great card to say I love you for Mr. Fix-It any time of the year. And for this card here, I fussy cut the image and added it to a stamped and inked background. I also embellished his construction with our new heart balloon dies and a few flower dies too. And for a more simple approach that does not involve any fussy cutting, here I just painted this in with watercolors. And on this next card, I've colored it with Copic markers. This image really does look so great no matter how you color it. And I think any of these new critter stamps would also be really fun to do with colored pencils on craft cardstock. Now I have one more fun stamp set to share with you today. This is called Space Reserved, and I have to admit, and you're going to see, that I could not put this stamp set down. I made tons of cards with it. So for this first card, I've colored the bear and his ladder with Copic markers and fussy cut them out. I then added it to an inked background, and I've drawn the stars in with a white gel pen. For the bottom of the card, I cut our new heart balloon die set from red cardstock, and I lightly inked the edges before adding them to the card using dimensional adhesive. Now here's another card idea with this same bear, but you can see by changing the color scheme and background, it has a whole new look. I think this would make a great birthday card for a little boy, or could even be used for a new baby card. Now I have 4 cards, yes 4, featuring this bear on the bench. How sweet is that little Space Reserve sign? And on this first card, I've given him more of a springtime appeal. And this next card is more wintry. And once again, it looks totally different if you change the color scheme. And I love that by adding a couple of our die cut trees to the background, you instantly have a scene. For card number 3 with this little guy, I've simply stamped him and painted the image in with watercolors, and it's really fun to play around with the color of the bench. I especially love it in red as shown here. And finally, here's another card which was colored now with Copic markers. And this particular image is great for Valentine's, but I also think it would make a fabulous missing you card to send to a friend or a loved one who is far away. And believe it or not, I have 2 more cards for you using the same Space Reserve stamp set. I love how this kitty is peeking out from the word you. And on this card, I colored it with Copic markers and cut it out before adding it to my inked background and embellishing it with a couple of extra little die cut flowers. But here you can see you can add this same cat to any of your favorite dies, just peeking out to say hello. While this card features one of our new love theme sentiments, you could really use this design for any occasion by simply changing the sentiment down there at the bottom. So thanks again for taking a peek at the cute critter stamps from our new collection, Happy Heart Day. But these aren't even all of the new products from this collection, so stay tuned. I'll be back very soon with a look at more new stamps as well as our new dies. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to visit our blog for more details about this release and to view the complete catalog. I will link to our blog, online store, and all of the different ways you can connect with Penny Black in the YouTube description box below. Happy stamping!